Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today I would be covering or sharing my knowledge on the tithis. What are the tithis and all that need to know about the tithis. Okay. So just to put things in perspective, I had actually done a course on Panchanga way back in 2021, and the course materials can be purchased. Can just ping me directly for the price list and everything. So there I had discussed about Tithi in details, but then this is a detailed video that I'm making on the various Tithis and their importance and how, Tithis rule the relationship aspect of our lives. Okay. Because a lot of consultations that I do, almost every other consultation is about relationships and the problems that come due to people being born in certain tithis and things like that. Okay. So the Panchang, as I said, it is the Hindu almanac and it describes 5 elements, Tithi, Nakshatra, Yoga, Vara, and Karana. Okay. And Tithi, as I said, it has a very profound impact on our relationships. The Tithi Lord is the determinant factor of our relationship karma, whatever relationship karma we are meant to overcome, or we are meant to suffer in this lifetime. Okay, it could be good, it could be bad, but the Tithi Lord has a very important say in the relationships that we have in our lives. Okay. Now, Tithi, astronomically speaking, if you look at how Tithi is calculated, of course, the software will do it for you. Okay. But then Tithi is the time taken by the moon to move 12 degrees away from the sun. Okay. And to put it in even more simpler words, Tithi is a lunar day. And the Tithi calendar relates to the Hindu lunar calendar. Okay. And there are 30 Tithis between Krishna Paksha, which is the waning phase, between Krishna Paksha Pratipad and Shukla Paksha Purnima. Shukla Paksha, of course, refers to the waxing phase. And, in these 30 Tithis, the length of each lunar day varies. Okay. So a Tithi can last anywhere between 21.5 hours to 26 hours. Okay. And in astrology, Tithis have a special signification. Okay. As I said, Tithis, they have a lot of say in the relationships that we experience. The Tithi Lord, as I just mentioned, is the ultimate harbinger of all our relationship karma. Okay. But then Tithi has other uses as well. Tithis are used to determine auspicious timings or muhurat in astrology. Okay. And then there are auspicious and inauspicious Tithis, and each is determined more favorable for certain purposes than others. Okay. And while choosing a muhurta, it is very important to know the distinction between nakshatra and tithi, because both of them relate to our mental state. Okay. Nakshatra is about the mental, the mental aspect of relationships, and tithi is all about relationships. Okay. And tithi, because it is all about relationships, it is ruled by the jala tattva, which is the water element, and Venus represents our mental state. Whether we are very enthusiastic about relationships, whether we are very wary or frightened or anxious or irritated or peaceful. Okay. And nakshatra, of course, is ruled by the vayu tattva, which is the air element, and Saturn presides the vayu tattva. And nakshatra decides whether the mind will have a good or a unpleasant experience. For example, you may see some relationships which are very good on outer appearance. Nowadays it's the age of social media, and people put out their pictures and how happy they are, how good they are enjoying their vacations with their spouse, and so many other things. And then people really get jealous. But when you take a deep, closer look into those relationships, most of them are problematic. Okay. And that is one reason why I always tell my clients never to post pictures of their happiness in social media. If you are very happy in your vacation, or if you're very happy while going to a restaurant, for example, with your spouse, please keep those pictures to yourself. You don't have to show the world. All right. Remember that no one is actually happy. If not everyone is happy to see you happy. Okay. So it's much better that you share those private moments with yourself, with your loved ones, instead of sharing them on social media. Anyways, that's a bit of a digression from the topic. But as I said, there are 2 factors, of course. how a relationship looks like from an outer projection, and then how the people who are into the relationship are experiencing that relationship. Okay, so in muhurta, again, tithis are used to determine whether an event will be successful or failure. That means it determines the likelihood of an event's success, and it also reveals whether or not people are willing to contribute to the venture. Okay, for example, say if you have decided a muhurta for marriage, then are people going to be present during that particular muhurta? Okay, so there are 15 tithis, as I said, 15 belonging to the Krishna Paksha and 15 belonging to the Shukla Paksha. It makes the total to 30. And these 15 tithis are classified into 5 groups. Okay, and the first group is, of course, the Nanda Tithi, which is ruled by fire. Then there is the Bhadra Tithi, which is ruled by the earth. Then there is the Jaya Tithi, which is ruled by the Akash or space. Then there is Rikta Tithi, which is ruled by water. Okay, so Rikta Tithi, of course, comes with its own set of problems. I'll get to Rikta Tithi in another video, and to how you can overcome those problems if you're born in Rikta Tithi. And then there is Purna Tithi, which is ruled by Vayu. Okay, so now let's try to understand what these tithis mean in details. Okay, we'll go over briefly over each of the 15 tithis, including Purnima as well as Amavasya. Okay, so the first tithi, of course, is known as Pratipad or Pratipada, and there is Krishna Pratipada, there is Shukla Pratipada. Okay, in South India, it is also known as Padyami, and the presiding deity of this tithi is Brahma. Okay, so this tithi is Ananda Tithi, which is ruled by fire, and it brings with itself its own set of blessings as well as problems. Okay, and this tithi is propitious for all religious and auspicious rituals, festivals, weddings, journeys, house constructions, rewards, recognitions, real estate transactions, moving to a new home, and so on. Okay, and the moon is obviously going to be stronger during Krishna Paksha Pratipad because it is just after Purnima, and it's much weaker during Shukla Paksha Pratipad because that comes just after Amavasya. Okay, so usually, during Shukla Paksha Pratipad, it is advised not to conduct any auspicious ceremony like marriage or fasting or housewarming, etc. Okay, and the governing Nitya Devi of this tithi is, of course, Kameshwari. Okay, so there is a Nitya Devi associated with each tithi, and Nitya Devis, of course, they appear in the Lalita Sahasranama, and the governing Lila tithi, Nitya Devi, is Kameshwari. Okay, then comes the Dutiya Tithi. So it is believed that Ashwini Devatas were born on this Tithi. Ashwini Devatas are, of course, the offsprings of Surya, and Vidhata is the ruler of Dutiya Tithi. So this is a Bhadra Tithi, which indicates that this is very ideal to start new ventures, okay, like for beginning music education, laying the foundation for commercial and residential purposes, marriage, starting a new career or a job. So if you're looking for a auspicious day to join a new job, then you should always choose Dutiya Tithi, then Vastu Karma, and so on. Okay, but then you should avoid oiling on this tithi. Okay, so a few people have this habit of applying oil on their head regularly or applying oil on their body just before bath. So you should not, oil your hair on this day or oil your body on this day. And the ruling Nitya Devi is Bhaga Malini. Okay, then comes the third tithi, which is Tritiya. Okay, so Tritiya Tithi is regarded as the birth tithi of Lord Parshurama, and the lord of this tithi is, of course, Vishnu. Okay, and this is a Jaya Tithi, which grants victory to everyone who is born on this tithi. So this is the tithi for the victorious. Okay, and Tritiya is a very auspicious tithi to commence commercial activities, marriage, music lessons, sculpting, shifting to a new home or shifting to a new city, undertaking journeys, construction activities, etc. And this is an ideal tithi to cut hair and nails and shave. Okay, so that is another misconception. You should not cut nails and you should not cut your hair on Saturdays, but it is actually determined by the tithi and not by the vara. Okay, and Nitya Klina is the ruling Nitya Devi for the Tritiya Tithi. All right. Then comes the Chaturthi Tithi. Okay, so of course this is very popular, that people know, most of the people in India know that Lord Ganesha was born on Chaturthi, and the lord of this Tithi is Yama. Okay, So this is a Rikta Tithi, and Rikta Tithi, as I said, it comes with its own set of problems. And Rikta Tithi is also not considered to be good for auspicious activities. Okay, and Chaturthi Tithi, of course, is auspicious for activities like use of fire, weapons, eliminating enemies, okay, removing obstacles, cleansing, polishing, etc. Okay, so Bhairunda is the ruling Nitya Devi for this Tithi. Okay, then comes the Panchami Tithi. So on this Tithi, goddess Saraswati and the Nagas were born. Okay, and the moon is the ruler of Panchami Tithi. So this is a Purna Tithi, and as such, it is very auspicious for medical activities like, giving medicine, okay, removing poison, surgery, healing, okay, marriage, commencing business activities, etc. So if you have a loved one who is about to undergo surgery, and if you're trying to select a particular day, then of course you should choose Panchami Tithi. Okay, but then this is an inauspicious Tithi for lending money, because it is believed in certain parts of India as well that if you lend money on a Panchami Tithi, then money will never return back to you and you may incur a loss. Okay, and Vasini is the ruling Nitya Devi for Panchami Tithi. Okay, then comes Shashti Tithi. So this is the Tithi on which Lord Kartikeya was born, and Lord Kartikeya is of course the elder son of Shiva and Parvati. So Lord Kartikeya rules this Tithi. Some Vedic texts also say that this Tithi is ruled by Agni. Okay, so this is a Nanda Tithi, and as a result, it confers a lot of blessings, immense happiness and prosperity. And this is an ideal Tithi, which is which is considered very good for investiture ceremonies, construction, real estate, and Vastu Karma activities, or maybe starting residence in a new home, wearing new garments and jewelry. Okay, but then Shashti Tithi is not welcome for marriages, for body oil massage, for oil massage therapies, for cutting wood, and so on. Okay, and the Nitya Devi, or the presiding ruling deity for this Tithi, is Mahavajreshwari. Okay, then comes the Saptami Tithi. So Surya Narayan is regarded to be born on this Tithi, and this Tithi is presided by Lord Indra. Okay, and this is a Bhadra Tithi, and it is very ideal for the commencement of new activities, weddings, buying vehicles for transportation, Graha Pravesh. If you are looking for a day to bring your bride into your home, then Saptami is ideal. Okay, Upanayana, that means the the wearing of the sacred thread. Okay, Vastu Karma, if you're trying to win a debate, or if you're going for a debate competition, then just use the power of this Tithi. Okay, it's very good for debates, buying jewelry, traveling, starting exercise programs, and so on. Okay, the Shiva Duti is the ruling Nitya Devi of Saptami Tithi. Okay, so that's it from me in this video. I wanted to cover all the Tithis in a single video, but unfortunately that is not going to be possible. Watch out for the second part of this video that will be shared tomorrow, and do share this video with your friends and family if you think they would find it useful. And like always, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and family. And if you need a consultation regarding your chart, you're always welcome to reach out at the number given in the description box. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with part 2 of the Tithi video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namaha.